Hi, everyone. Happy full moon in Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some cards, see what comes up in the tarot, and connect in and do a little energy clearing for all of us. So let me just angle my laptop down a bit. Oh, there we go. So let's just see what's coming up in the cards, and then we'll go from there. I hope that you're all doing really well with this full moon energy. It doesn't feel like a normal full moon. It feels a bit heavier. I know there's a Neptune influence today, which could create some kind of moody, murky, unclear, unsure vibe. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So some of you may be very focused on security, stability right now. Basis of the situation, we have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, working on things, collaboration, figuring things out. We have Four of Pentacles, which is focused on stability, security, wanting to feel safe, wanting to feel like we have our ducks in a row. We have the Major Arcana card of the Lovers, which is such a beautiful card. And then we have Knight of Pentacles. So taking action, working toward things, maybe some of you are focused on love or romance or connection, wanting to really work on all of this, wanting to feel like we have stability and security, wanting to focus on love, romantic relationships, or just wanting to focus on getting things done, getting things accomplished. So let's use these cards as our theme and see what needs to be cleared for all of us relative to these energies. So let me go ahead and I'm going to start with a little prayer of intention. And just so you know, I'm just going to show you, my dog Leah is right there next to me. She is holding space. All right, so let's start with a little prayer and connect in and see what's coming up for all of us. So just want to invite you to relax your body for a moment, close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, release it whenever it feels right for you. I would like to call upon and invoke or bring forth the very highest vibration of source energy, which is love, to step into this clearing. I'd like to ask that all of the beings who are working with us come forward with ease, that any negative or limiting themes, challenges, choices, or programs that need to be cleared, clear easily and effortlessly, that I remain neutral and clear on your behalf, and so it is. So the first thing I want to do is ask to connect myself with your high self committee. And there's a block here to connecting in. So what's blocking this clearing? There's a program of insecurity and disappointment. Feelings of insecurity, emotional disappointment. What are we clearing around that? It's rooted in some confusion. So let's clear confusion out of the way. Excuse me. Where would we feel confused right now? Insecurity, victimization programs, suffering, defeat, energies of overwhelm. Let's release it. And of course, this really impacts our feelings of security, safety, stability, that Four of Pentacles energy. What else? Where else do we have blocks? So let me ask again, myself listeners, high self, or both, now both, how long will it take to apply the prep to work list to me, my high self listeners, their high self committees? Apply the prep to work list now. Prep to work list has been applied. Who am I working with on my side? Your side, links and beings, and myself on yours. So if we look at your physical body, your energy field, does anyone have any openings, holes, rips, tears? No, but there are discarnates, beings out of physical body attached to your energy field. They're really amplifying this confusion energy. So let's clear and remove any discarnate, separates, entities, attachments, anything that might be attached, holding that confusion in our energy field. And let's just bring everyone fully into their physical body in the now. Okay, so who am I working with on my side? Your side. So let me ask again, does anyone have any openings, holes, rips, tears, discarnate, separates, entities, attachments, vortex, portal energies, mazes, looping, revolving doors, hidden beings, hidden levels. To what degree is everyone grounded in their physical body and in their life? 100%. The lowest level of consciousness for anyone on my high self committee, everybody who's working with me, my soul on your behalf. Lowest level of consciousness for anyone on your high self committee. It's just another way of saying your primary non-physical team. And then your soul's consciousness or level of awareness. So a lot of you are activated with a program. It's knocking down your level of awareness, your consciousness. It's a program of avoidance of others. I want to avoid others. I don't want to be hurt. I just want to stay in my little cocoon so I don't have to deal with any emotional ups and downs or emotional disappointments, or could even be demands. This is an energy of insecurity, wanting to stay isolated from others, especially emotionally. There's also a program here of defeat. So let's clear it. Anything else there? Let's give everybody a boost. Okay, so what are we starting with? What's the first energy that we need to look at? So where do we have blocks to security and stability? It's a program of suffering through the physical incarnational realms. It's coming originally from a past life. The unresolved programs involved in the past life that are still a part of your vibration, having a point of attraction in the now, it's an energy of suffering through the physical. So where do we believe that if we're in the physical, if we're in 3D reality, if we're in physical realms, we have to suffer? It's a program of believing that we were rejected by the divine. So this is an oldie but goodie. Comes from a lot of old spiritual religious traditions, this idea that, well, if I'm in the physical, I must have really screwed up. Maybe, I got booted out of heaven and now I'm here and I'm trying to claw my way back into the good graces of the divine. And so what is that? It's a program of fear of the divine, anxiety, helplessness, programs of hardship, and programs of defeat. So let's clear all of that now. Let that unwind. Where else do we believe that if we are in the physical incarnational realms, we have to suffer? It's an energy of insecurity, fear of change, agitation, overwhelm, blame, rejection, hardship. Clear it. Anything else? Where else do we have blocks to safety and security? Where at any level of our being do we believe that we have old vows, contracts, oaths, agreements, obligations to suffer? No. What about suffering through romantic relationships? Yeah. It's an energy of insecurity, victimization, helplessness, hardship, programs of suffering, and programs of defeat. So let's clear it. Where else do we believe that we have to suffer or struggle in romantic relationships? No, but some of you believe that to be in romantic relationship means that you have to sacrifice yourself, your needs, your wants. What's the issue around that? We have programs of self-sacrifice, insecurity, disappointment held on others, despair. There's an energy of rejection of self to please others, but then feeling like others don't really show up for you in the same way. And so there is an energy here of resentment. So let's clear all of that now. Now, for some of you, this is a lineage pattern. For some of you, it's a soul-based pattern. For some of you, it's both, all of the above. Where else are we holding old unresolved energies related to romantic relationship? It's an energy of blaming ourselves, helplessness, abandonment of self to try to please the other person, suffering. So let's clear it out now. Just going to let that unwind for a minute. And as this energy is moving, you may want to just take a nice deep breath, release it whenever you feel ready. Let's clear all programs of defeat on the subject of romantic relationships. Where is there a belief or narrative that romantic relationships drain us, drain our energy, our vitality? 226 lifetimes related to victimization and defeat. Clear it. What else around that? Okay, so let's go back to this Four of Pentacles energy. Where do we have blocks to stability, security, safety? Where would we move into the energy of being too stingy or withholding with our energy? Frustration with others, disappointment held on others, beliefs I'm not really safe with others, or I don't know how to keep myself safe. So if I rely on them, I'm going to be hurt. And so this is an energy of suffering with others. Let's clear it. Let's give everybody a boost to integrate that. Where else is there a block to safety or security in life? What about safety or security related to romantic relationships? So what do we believe we have to experience or play out through romantic relationships? Defeat, defeat, defeat. That's the theme that's coming up. So let's release it. Where is there an energy of feeling like we really devoted ourselves to a relationship, it didn't work out, and we just felt like we never recovered from it? It's a program of subservience, suffering, anxiety, abuse felt through the physical body. There's an energy here of despair and overwhelm. So let's clear it. Everybody a boost. I want to bring in a healing from guardian angels. Looking through healing the crown down all of your energy centers. What else is being held in our auric field or our electromagnetic field? There's a program of disappointment, so clear it. Disappointment, particularly with others. What else? Where else do we feel like we're taken advantage of? We're disappointed, sadness, heartbreak. No, what else am I bringing in? Let's bring in strength, bring in pleasure, bring in determination, bring in confidence, and bring in balance. So when we're talking about Three of Pentacles energy, collaboration, working on projects, working with others, where do we have blocks to that? This is an energy of isolating ourselves from others, so let's clear it. I can definitely relate to that. Where else do we have a tendency to isolate ourselves from others? What about believing that if something needs to be done or if something needs to be accomplished, we're the only one who can do it? Because if we bring other people in to collaborate, they're just going to screw it up or slow us down. It's a helplessness program, so let's release that. What am I bringing in? Let's bring in freedom. Freedom in our relationships with others, confidence, bring in love of self, receiving, and energies of pleasure. Anything else there? Any other blocks to collaboration with others, working on goals? So when it comes to Knight of Pentacles energy, taking action, and remember, Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, very methodical, practical, one step at a time, not rushing anything. But for those of us who like everything done like yesterday, it can feel a little bit frustrating. So where do we have programs or energies to clear around Knight of Pentacles? It's a victimization energy related to manifestation. It's coming originally from a past life within a group where there's a feeling of, I can't get to my goal, or I can't seem to get to where I want to be. Or this might be where you feel like there's an internal glass ceiling to an income goal or something that you're trying to manifest. So there's a program of feeling separated from source. Clear it. Where else do we have blocks with manifestation? Let's clear victimization programs through the physical realms. Let's clear frustration, programs of despair, and programs of hardship. Where do we have any kind of vow, contract, oath, agreement, obligation to experience suffering, struggling, or hardship as a way of bonding or connecting with others? Yeah, thousands of energies related to worry, injustice, abuse of self to try to please others, energies of despair, and energies of hardship. Clear it. give a boost. Anything else, anything remaining, anything more to do? What else related to Knight of Pentacles, taking action, getting things done? Where do we have blocks to the type of romantic relationship that we really want? It's a program of suffering, subservience, brutality, insanity, disappointment. Clear it. So whose relationship patterns are we holding? Genetic lineage on mother's side. Let's release it. Genetic lineage on father's side. What's mother's lineage energies primarily? Appeasement, self-doubt, rejection of self to try to make other people happy, brutality towards self, injustice, suffering. Clear it. What's father's lineage programs related to romance or love? Suffering, suffering, suffering. Miscommunication, confusion, or lack of communication. We have an energy here of injustice, helplessness, loneliness, a belief that relationships are like dictatorships. Anything else there? Let's clear it all out now. And then let's clear any vows, contracts, oaths, agreements, obligations that we're holding to have to replicate or duplicate ancestral lineage relationship patterns. Let's clear blocks to strength, clear blocks to comfort, clear blocks to love. What else do I need to clear or bring in for everyone today for this full moon? What about it being the full moon in Gemini? Let's clear any programs of regret, clear any programs of panic, and clear any programs of overwhelm. What else needs to be cleared or downloaded? What else for this full moon? What about for the weekend? What about as we're approaching the holidays? Nothing else I need to clear. What am I bringing in? Let's download generosity towards self and others, bring in vitality, confidence, love of self, and love. Anything more to do, anything remaining. So let's just pull some cards related to advice, how we need to move forward, or anything that we need to keep in mind in order to feel like we are in more of a flow or connected with self, more connected with the divine, more connected with our path. So what is it that we really need to know in order to move forward, or what is the advice? One more. So there's a real emphasis here on emotion, emotional energy. We have King of Cups. So learning to move into mastery related to our emotions, how we feel, being able to feel and acknowledge and understand how we feel, why we feel that way, being able to share emotions with others, not allowing emotions to sort of take us out, allowing them to integrate, and then striking this balance between being with others and being a part of a group or being a part of a relationship or being a part of a community and having our own time, really being able to work with our relationship with ourselves. So we have King of Cups, which is that emotional mastery, connection with emotion, having balance in our emotions. Then we have 10 of Pentacles energy. And so 10 of Pentacles energy for me today is coming up about being in connection with others, being in connection with community in a harmonious way, and no longer feeling like we have to show up to just please or appease other people or do what everybody else wants us to do, where we can be a part of the collective without losing ourselves. And then balancing that with hermit energy, taking time for ourselves, being in our own space, connecting into our own truth. The hermit is all about going inward and figuring out, where am I now? What is my truth? What has life caused me to want or to be? How do I really want to move forward? How do I want to show up in the world? And all of this is happening through Four of Swords energy. So this is rest, reflection, taking time to be with your thoughts, taking time to rest, to be balanced, not overdoing it. The other thing that occurs to me about this is where some of you might have a pattern where you tend to do a lot of socializing or connection with others as a way of avoiding how you're feeling or avoiding that tuning in, being with yourself energy. So it's important right now to really strike a balance with that. If you do spend time by yourself and it just feels intensely uncomfortable, stuff comes up and you just don't really want to feel it, then I invite you to think about journaling. It's really, really helpful to, I think, to have a journaling practice. And sometimes we are not sure what we feel. And that process of just journaling, writing down whatever comes to you can be a really great way to let some of those thoughts or those emotions out. I have a journaling practice every morning. I get up, I make my tea, I sit on my couch and I write in my journal, and I just whatever's coming to me, whatever wants to flow through. And often I'm surprised about what comes through. It really feels like a lot of awarenesses, a lot of deeper understanding, and really great check-in with yourself. So it doesn't have to all be this, emotional, intense, lying around depressed. It can be more proactive. And of course, the other way of working with your energy is through any type of creative endeavor. So if it's drawing or painting or anything where you move into more of that relaxed theta brainwave or more of that relaxed, even alpha brainwave, where you're just in a slower, more open pace, engaged in something that allows you to focus, but you're relaxed. You're moving into that creative mindset. So helpful and so supportive. So let me just ask, is there anything else we need to know, do, clear, look at, or bring in before I end for today? Let me apply the mop-up. Let's clear the 9 stacks. Does everyone's soul agree they're cleared of programs? Does everyone's high self agree? Does my self agree? Is everyone's soul being clear to the highest levels of the new paradigm? No programs coming up to be cleared. Soul's free. I just want to thank everybody working with us, and so it is. So whenever this clearing finds you, of course, it's perfect. It doesn't matter if you see this on the full moon or not. It's here for you whenever you need it, or if you feel like you need to come back to it. How it works is that when you sit and listen to that clearing, you're inviting the beings who are working with you into your space in a more conscious way and allowing your subconscious and the beings who are working with you to move and shift your energy and to receive the healing. So there may have been some elements of the clearing that maybe didn't quite resonate with you, and other aspects that did, and that's perfect. Whatever it is that did resonate is just whatever you needed today. I'm sending you lots of love, and if you want to come and join me in my membership community, we do a weekly energy clearing for the week every Monday. I talk about the astrology of that week and kind of get us set up to have a really connected and empowered week. And then we do another live energy clearing every full moon and every new moon. So come and join the membership community. It's called The Womb. I hope to see you there. I'm sending you lots of love. Take care of yourself, and bye for now.